Okay, welcome back everybody. My name's Austin. Breaking news: if you use Binance's stablecoin, the SEC to sue Paxos for issuing Binance USD coin. Now, Aave may be about to delist. CZ of Binance issued a statement on this morning. Before we get to this, let's just clue everybody in on exactly where we stand. According to a recent report by the Wall Street Journal, the SEC sent out a letter to Paxos, the people behind BUSD. In the letter, the regulator notified Paxos of a possible enforcement action. So a possible legal action against what? What did Binance's stablecoin do wrong? The SEC is alleging that BUSD is an unregistered security. Therefore, the regulator is suing the firm for violating investor protection laws. Now, how a stablecoin can be an unregistered security because it's stable, there should be no expectation of profit, is wild. But I guess they're alleging that Paxos not only listed the stablecoin, but jointly launched it with Binance back in 2019. Currently, Binance only licenses the brand, but BUSD is issued and owned by Paxos, which is a New York American company. Nevertheless, Binance claims to be monitoring the situation. And what exactly would this lawsuit be from the SEC? Because right now, it is not certain if the SEC is planning on suing the firm for issuing the stablecoin or just listing it. If it's the latter, listing it, a plethora of cryptocurrency exchanges could be in trouble as they continue to list BUSD. Now, the most outrageous thing to me is, I understand if the SEC gets on altcoins that fluctuate in value for being unregistered securities, because I could easily see an argument, hey, there is an expectation of profit from the work of others. But any stablecoin, especially ones created and managed in the US, which BUSD is, Paxos is in the US, this should be backed one-to-one. For every BUSD, there should be $1 in the bank. So I don't see how they could get on them for an unregistered security. If they're planning on suing the firm just for issuing the stablecoin, maybe the US is sort of clearing the way to issue their own national digital dollar, CBDC. And they don't want these other ones floating around causing confusion. They want there to be one digital dollar backed nationally. In this case, they'd probably just use USDC. They'd probably just acquire it from Circle, is my speculation. Subscribers of this channel will remember this. We reported on it. Just last week, the New York Department of Financial Services, NYDFS, launched an investigation against Paxos. The details of that investigation, exactly what they were getting on Paxos for, was unclear. But it should be noted that Paxos is a trust company chartered by the NYDFS. They were based in New York, I believe, which is the most regulated state in the United States. And they always attempted to do things right. Now, directly after this breaking news, Paxos has halted all new BUSD minting. They're also ending their relationship with Binance, meaning that it doesn't look like this stablecoin is going to die anytime soon, unless we get more info, but this isn't a death sentence, but this does just mean if they're not minting anymore, other entities or companies will have to use other stablecoins and BUSD will just sort of fade into the shadows. Now, of course, if Paxos is just hit with a fine, slap on the wrist, and they do start minting again, then BUSD will be fine. Now, on this news, the Aave community mulls over freezing Binance stablecoin amid SEC pressure. Aave being one of the largest DeFi protocols in the world, their mindset is, as the circulating supply trends to zero for BUSD, if it never reopens again, the lack of growth could hurt peg arbitrage opportunity and asset peg, meaning that Aave is DeFi, meaning decentralized lending and borrowing. People would deposit any stablecoin, and that would be lent out in a decentralized way, and then users could earn yield on that stablecoin. Now Aave is just considering taking the protocol off the platform. Of course, this would have to be in a decentralized vote. The community would have to decide. CZ has then since issued a statement. And by the way, if you appreciate these daily updates, make sure you click subscribe. CZ tweeted this: BUSD, a thread. In summary, BUSD is issued and redeemed by Paxos, and funds are safe, an inside joke meaning funds are safe. We were informed by Paxos that they have been directed to cease minting new BUSD by the New York Department of Financial Services, NYDFS. Paxos is regulated by NYDFS. BUSD is a stablecoin. wholly owned and managed by Paxos. So essentially, CZ is saying, this is Paxos' issue. They're a US company. We just license this. But what this means, if they're not minting any new stablecoin, as a result, BUSD market cap will only decrease over time. Of course, for any current users of BUSD, according to CZ, no reason to panic. Paxos will continue to service the product and manage redemptions. Paxos also assured us that funds are safe and fully covered by reserves in their bank, with their reserves audited many times by various audit firms already. My two thoughts on this would be, one, Paxos is a fully regulated company in the US, so I would tend to believe, CZ, that funds would probably be safe. Of course, you make your own decisions. But two, why is BUSD being targeted at all? Well, regulator NYDFS says that Paxos didn't administer BUSD in a safe and sound manner. Okay, so what does that mean? What didn't Paxos do that wasn't safe and sound in the regulator's eyes? CZ finishes by stating this: on the alleged SEC versus Paxos lawsuit, I have no information about it other than the public news articles. The lawsuit is between the US SEC and Paxos, so Binance, the entity, is not being sued. CZ also says, I'm not an expert on US laws, but I personally agree with Miles's logic, and Miles was essentially saying, the SEC labeled BUSD an unregistered security and is suing the issuer, but how on earth is a stablecoin considered a security? But if a stablecoin is labeled an unregistered security, that could be bad. If BUSD is ruled as a security by the courts, it will have profound impacts on how the crypto industry will develop or not develop in the jurisdictions where it is ruled as such. And you may remember about 5 months ago, Binance flat out stopped supporting USDC and made their main trading pair on the most popular exchange, BUSD. So they auto-converted all their customers' holdings in the 3 rival stablecoins, USDC, Pax Dollar, and True USD, into BUSD. Is this the United States way of destroying Binance through these secondary measures? Of course, this won't destroy them. This is just a heavy annoyance. And CZ is clear that Binance will continue to support BUSD for the foreseeable future. We do foresee users migrating to other stablecoins over time. We will make product adjustments accordingly, e.g., move away from using BUSD as the main pair for trading. So this is a dark day for now for BUSD. This is an ongoing story. Make sure you click subscribe. You do not want to miss a daily video. The full interview with Raoul Pal, so good, drops tomorrow. Hey, by the way, join us for Bitcoin 2023, the largest crypto conference in existence. So many great speakers. Use code ALTCOINDAILY for 10% off your ticket, link down below.